Hi everyone, my name is Karen G, and this is my presentation on The Age of Shadows. A little bit of background about the film. The director is Kim Ji-woon, and the release date was September 7, 2016. The genre of this movie is historical drama, action, and thriller. The movie length was 2 hours and 20 minutes, and with a budget of $8.62 million, it had a successful box office income of $55.3 million. Historical context about the film. So this film is set in the 1920s Japanese colonial rule of Korea. This is where resistance faced economic exploitation, political suppression, and cultural assimilation. They faced police surveillance, constant control, and the loss of civil rights. Despite all of this, various resistance movements and political activism emerged. Korean independence fighters faced Japanese colonial police and their network of spies and informants. This is reflected in the movie, which has themes of secrecy, betrayal, and deceit. The Korean provisional government in this film and in real life is based in China, and it helps to coordinate the resistance movement, such as the shipping of bombs and the coordination of the bombing of officials in Korea. For movie synopsis, so Lee Jung-chul, a Korean police officer working in the Japanese government, works to dismantle the Korean resistance movement. He faces multiple dilemmas, like duty to the Japanese government versus his identity as a Korean, and the film follows these struggles throughout the movie. Kim Woo-jin, a resistance member who disguised as an antique merchant, helps plan the smuggling of explosives to Korea to bomb Japanese facilities. The majority of the action of the film happens on board a train from Shanghai to Korea, where conflict breaks out among resistance members and Japanese police and agents aboard. There's a traitor among the resistance group, and because of his contacts, several resistance members and Lee Jung-chul's Japanese assistant are killed in the fight. Surviving resistance members like Kim Woo-jin are imprisoned and tortured for intelligence. Kim Woo-jin cuts off his own tongue or bites it off to ensure that he cannot reveal any secrets. Some explosives do make it to Korea, and Lee Jung-chul sets off these explosives at a gathering of high-ranking Japanese officials, killing multiple. Word gets around, and Kim Woo-jin hears about this good news and reflects in his cell. Personal insights on the film. There were three main themes: the struggle with moral dilemmas and personal identity, personal sacrifice, and national identity. From the beginning scene of Kim Jong-uk's suicide to Kim Woo-jin biting off his own tongue to avoid having sensitive information tortured out of him, to Yoon Gu-soon's death in prison, the film highlights the sacrifices of many, many Koreans and what they did for the resistance movement. Lee Jung-chul's moral dilemma reflects the struggles many face in deciding whether or not to blindly follow instructions to stay alive and ensure safety, or to work for the Korean independence movement to save the Korean culture and political identity. The bombing of the officials serves as an act of revenge and resistance. It honors the sacrifices of independent movement members like Kim Jong-uk. As mentioned, Lee Jung-chul's shifting loyalties and the various betrayals from within the independence movement reflect the experiences of these colonized Koreans who are conflicted between whether or not to ensure their own survival or stand up for what they believe in, which often results in personal harm and sacrifice. Overall, the movie emphasizes the struggles of many, many countless and nameless Koreans who sacrificed everything for the movement. It honors all who fought, and often in obscurity, for independence. It is clear in the movie that courage isn't all about loud heroism. It's sometimes internal and painful, such as Lee's final choice to continue with the bombing. It really shows the complexities of characters like Lee Jung-chul and how they act under pressure. Often it's not perfectly, and it's not a black and white, good or bad, but it's a constant moral dilemma and conflict within oneself on whether or not to do what is easy and what is best for themselves, or what is better for what they believe in. So overall, the film sheds light upon the various sacrifices people made to obtain independence, and often how all these small victories like this bombing required massive amounts of sacrifice from various people. It recognizes the struggles and how hard members work to obtain these small victories. often with these small victories being one's entire life work and legacy. It highlights how these victories are just small and incremental, yet necessary steps towards Korean freedom and independence.